What is up YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back again today with you guys another new Speed Duel deck profile. Now if you guys have seen the Kaibaman Blue Eyes deck profile in action the other day where we're having a casual and fun duel against I believe it was the Dinosaur Kingdom deck, here is the deck profile for the Blue Eyes Kaibaman version right here as I promised. And so Blue Eyes has been pretty left out as I wanted to discuss, and you guys can probably understand that Blue Eyes is not as high tier as it was initially when it came out like a couple months ago. It's very underwhelming right now. The OTK threat potential is really just not there anymore because there's just so many counter cards to play against this deck. So really hope we get some support soon, but here I decided to do a different twist of an interesting idea to bring out this deck. And for some of you guys who play Duel Links or might know that I played Duel Links before, and there was a phase where during a meta there was that Kaibaman deck which was extremely powerful in Duel Links, and this deck is pretty much a mirror copy of that deck which was played during that time, and that deck was extremely powerful. You can climb so easily up in your rank ladders, and yeah, but the only one card difference was from Duel Links and this is that we don't have enemy controller, and I think that made a huge difference in that whole deck overall. So this deck is again just for fun for you guys just to know, and a very good just a twist of ideas to share with you guys overall. And funny enough, with a Kaibaman deck or Blue Eyes type of deck, we're playing a Yami Yugi skill. But before we get straight into it, quick card sleeve reveal right here. Don't know if I show you guys this before in my Blue Eyes deck, but here's some Blue Eyes sleeves that we are using from the OCG, which came out of an alternative art of the Blue Eyes, which looks very elegant and very sleek and very nice. So decided to share with you guys and showcase right here for this Blue Eyes deck to match. So anyways, let's just go straight into the skill. We are playing just one simple one, Destiny Draw Ultra Rare. If you guys want to know how to get the Ultra Rare, be sure to check on the AVAULT channel when we had I believe it was a Scars of Battle the Arena of Lost Soul Sealed Pack special event that we got from this. So it's really neat. So it's an ultra rare card. So Destiny Draw is just really great at being able to pick any card you want when you do lose 2,000 life points, which really helps this deck. And as you guys can probably saw before, I used it a couple times in the match duel and it just really helped out. So moving into our monsters, simple, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. And then here, instead of the Lord of D engine, which most of you guys might prefer, I'm playing the Kaibaman engine instead. The reason I do this is because it's one less card required. With the Lord of D, you need Flute, Lord of D, and Blue Eyes to pull it off, but here it's just basically just a 2-card combo. I prefer it, and it's much more faster, even though you just bring out 1 Blue Eyes, but 1 Blue Eyes is really all you need for the most case. So I decided to test this out instead. And then we're playing 3 Blue Dragon Summoners, self-explanatory, and a monster that allows you to, grab and search Blue Eyes. You really need to thin out your deck as fast as you can to get those Blue Eyes cards onto your hand, so you don't draw into them. You don't want to draw into Blue Eyes because it becomes bricky, it makes this card bricky, and it just really ruins the deck. That's the huge downside. But when you are able to search off your Blue Eyes monsters, it allows you to finish your deck so that the rest of the cards in your deck are extremely useful. So no matter what you draw, you keep drawing, and it's just going to be really helpful towards your mid game and late game, basically. Interestingly, we're playing 2 Crystal Seers. Right here you might play 2 Spherical Rainbows instead, which also works. Crystal Seers came in really good handy as well because it allows you once again to pick a good card from the top 2 cards of your deck and pick one of them, and usually you get one good card that you really need to extend your combo or to play your defense from there, depending on the situation. So that's actually interesting. But Crystal Seer, you really want your opponent to attack into it so that you can use the flip effect, and so that you don't flip summon it in attack position, because then it can be very dangerous in a lot of situations. So that rounds up for the monsters. And for the spells, we are playing 2 Summoner's Art. Once again, Key Searcher, much more faster than Blue Dragon Summoner, but I just play 2 of because monster count is low. So it's just really good as well. Some of you guys might want to play 3 and play around the ratios with the Blue Dragon Summoner. And one more spell card, we're playing Burst Stream of Destruction. I might consider playing another one, honestly. This is really good. This card was extremely clutch, extremely great, extremely handy in a lot of situations. Being able to just nuke up your opponent's field is just really good. Like, If you guys saw the match duel, it just worked out very well for me personally. So that's why I play one of, and Blue Eyes not being able to attack for the turn, it's just totally fine. You can attack with your Blue Dragon Summoners instead, or other basically Blue Dragon Summoners, which is totally fine. So I honestly think this card is actually really good in the main deck, at least one of. Maybe you can play one more in the side deck. Moving on into our traps, of course, we're playing 3 Vigilances. It's just one of the most powerful traps that when you do have Blue Eyes on the field, and since you're very easy to bring out Blue Eyes on the field, Vigilance becomes more having Vigilance being more accessible and more likely, you're very likely to use it compared to the Lord of D point of view, honestly, I think. And as many times I can easily just have Vigilance ready and basically stop anything that's incoming to threat to my Blue Eyes. Some of you guys might want to play 2 instead. I think 2 is not a good number as well, and swap out for a different card. Last but not least, we're playing 3 Windstorms, standard protocol type of trap, and yeah, just for defense to delaying your opponent for the most turns so that you can draw into your combos eventually. So that rounds off for the main deck, and now moving on to the side deck. We are playing 2 warrior eliminations. One right now, warriors are just extremely powerful in this meta, so it makes total sense to play 2 of this. Night Beam is also in the side deck, just really good to be played, just so that your Blue Eyes can swing in freely with no stress at all into your opponent's monster, into your opponent's field, into your opponent's monster. Popping Kunais, popping Windstorms, and popping all other cards is just really good. Forceful checkpoints are really good as well. And these cards are really easily sideable between Champion's Vigilance and Windstorm when you need to side. So you can play 2 instead, and they can side in 2 of these right there. Last but not least, we're also playing 2 RFIs. RFIs, of course, self-explanatory, spellcaster, warrior format. This is just a very key card that you just really need currently to play against many of your opponents. So that basically rounds off this entire deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this update in the deck profile, be sure to hit that like button, comment, and your suggestions down below. Be nice and be friendly. I really appreciate your feedback. Just so you guys know, this is a fun casual deck, really, not something that's highly competitive. As you guys all know, Blue Eyes right now, once again, is not super competitive anymore. So yeah, what do you guys think? What cards we sort of need or hope to see down the road from new sets, so that Blue Eyes can be brought back up to be much more stronger and higher tier? Because I really like Blue Eyes as an archetype, but kind of sad that they just don't work right now anymore. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching as always. If you guys enjoyed the video and want more Speed Duel content, be sure to subscribe to the AVAULT channel, and that's a way to let me know that you guys enjoy the content and you want more content, and gives me the ability to promote and produce more Speed Duel content for you guys. So that's the best way. So once again, be sure to subscribe, and I really appreciate it for you guys who already are subscribing and supporting as well. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And this is AVAULT signing out.